You have entered the Chronic's rabbit hole. And Ellendale, thank you so much for your YouTube membership request and for helping the Losties have Lord of the Lost come back down the rabbit hole for us. And you are doing the continuation from the last song we just did, Priest. And this song today is For They Know Not What They Do.
Ooh. Thank you so much, Ellendale, for bringing Lord of the Lost back down the rabbit hole.
Ellendale, thank you so much for giving us a bunch of notes for this song as well, and for encouraging us to do this very quick so we still have Priest fresh in our mind. All right, this is what you got to say. In the Bible, no matter if we believe in Christianity or not, Jesus does say, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Also, the first martyr, Stephen, he says that when he gets martyred right before he dies as well. So both say that. And this expression did not only become the hook of my beloved Lord of the Lost almost identical name killer track, but it is also very much connected to the lyrical theme of the song. As I told you in my notes, for Priest, which you reacted to before, Priest and For They Know Not What They Do should not be watched and heard with too much time in between. We only had 2 days, y'all, and we checked it out again before doing this, because both cinematic videos build on each other when it comes to the storyline, the actors, and the imagery. Both videos can be viewed as the prequel and sequel of each other, depending on your own choice and the perspective you have. That's really cool. So the entire tale is coming full circle. If you analyze the actions of the character Chris plays and of the female character played of the beautiful Zelena Elfreya, you will realize that their actions and Priest could have led to the outcome of For They Know Not What They Do, but For They Know Not What They Do could also easily play before Priest. I like that inverse inside out thing. It's needless to say that this is one of Lord of the Lost's heavier songs, which will definitely show you another facet of our genre fluid guys. We do love that about them. It's also included in the epochal double album Judas from 2021, likely the darkest album they've created so far. Definitely pay attention to the massive choir, the grand piano, and the string quintet in the intro, and to the Queen Bohemian Rhapsody reference the guys are giving us with how they are positioned as a choir. Lyric-wise, Jesus is talking to the Almighty here, asking him to forgive those who crucify him. They'll never escape this prison. Might be a line you want to take a closer look at in your own process of interpretation. Woo! With all that said, we're going in.
Thank you so much, Ellendale. This was such a great write-up. Ellendale, thank you so much for bringing Lord of the Lost back down the rabbit hole. I can't wait to get into For They Know Not What They Do. And I love that write-up you gave us of how this song could be played either before Priest or after Priest.
Or sequel.
So I love that so much, because that actually is something that can be played out through life so many times, as well as how
Savior or the traitor, right?
Savior or traitor. So if you guys are as excited to be here with us as we are continuing down this dark Lord of the Lost rabbit hole,
yes,
then remember to like this video, comment down below some of your favorite moments from Judas or even from these songs or these videos, and remember to subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed yet, so you never miss a new video coming down the rabbit hole. Also head over to Lord of the Lost if you haven't liked their channel yet for whatever reason, and go and like their channel as well.
Losties, I'm sure you have already, but the heavier side of Lord of the Lost, I really enjoy myself as a music lover of heavy metal, and I love the genre fluidness of Lord of the Lost. I really do.
Absolutely.
And it's so exciting to dive into Judas so much. We totally remember Priest here, so let's just get right into For They Know Not What They Do, so we can see how they blend together perfectly. Oh, right away. Beautiful. Nice, all of them. Give up. Oh. Okay, this is just so incredible. And what I also think
Interesting.
about this too is like the as above, so below is kind of like that prequel sequel in a way too, because of the way they're interpreting with that cross even it is kind of that whole inverse, and that's what they're doing here, and they're being so open about it as well. And I you can see how this is a continuation easily from the art and all that they're portraying here.
You could also see how it could be a predecessor with the art,
Yeah,
because even they're jumping back and forth between both moments of when they had the cross on the forehead and when they didn't.
very true. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
And the thing that I also want to mention about the cross, because something that I've been seeing with it, is yes, it is an upside down cross, but it's also a sword.
very true. Oh, okay.
It's
I'm so happy you said that.
Thank you.
Thank you. I totally like now that you said that 100% sort of truth.
Yeah,
Dang.
and that's kind of what I'm getting from this is like that sword of truth, that
Right.
double-sided blade
I see
of
what's
the truth. Because
yeah.
before they got the cross on their head,
Yeah.
it's almost like they're following blindly with this faith, but now they
Yeah.
have this sword of truth, and it's caused them to their eyes to spread, the like the darkness and
Totally.
everything. So then it becomes kind of what I was just getting as they were saying they know not what they do and they will not be able to escape this fate, like what Ellen Dill was saying to pay a lot of attention to.
Yes.
But she was strangling him,
Mm-hmm.
and he was holding the book, which I'm going to assume was a Bible or a holy book of
True.
sorts.
Yeah.
And so it's like, hey, I know the truth and I know what you're looking for, but now I need to kill you or have this sword, this double-sided sword, because once you follow blindly, get into this religion of sorts, because even when they had everyone around that circle
Yeah.
and they were and she was going into that sect or that group,
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of what I was getting from it. It's like, okay, like I have this truth, but only so many can know of this truth because they don't know what they do, but
This hidden knowledge is
it's hidden knowledge.
yeah,
And that's kind of what I was getting from this feel.
totally. And now that you've like mentioned the sword too, I even got a little bit of like a lightning bolt type of feel there as well. So
Mm-hmm.
like you just opened so much
There's
more with
so
me on
many little
that.
tiny hidden symbols,
Yeah.
and that's what I also love about Lord of the Lost is they know the symbols and they're not afraid to put those
Yeah.
symbols into things and kind of hide it as
Makes their
well.
music more deep.
It really does.
Yeah. Oh, so good. Damn. Oh, what they do. Oh, beautiful. Oh, there's the queen.
Queen.
Given.
Wow.
I love their piano outros here too. Mm-hmm. Selena.
See?
Yeah.
It's a sword.
Oh, totally. I love that you've said that. And like, what's so cool about us is we interpret things so different. That's why I think we're so attracted to each other, because we can help each other see different things. And that's what you guys were excited about, is which way we were going to interpret this. And from how we were interpreting it, I feel like I thought this was the sequel, where you thought this could have been the prequel more, or you were able to blend both of them in and understand it could have been either or, which is why I love your mind.
I really liked how you bring that up too, because right at the very end, when they were going between the to and fro, because she had the white cross and then she had the black cross.
Exactly.
And in the very first one with Priest, it started cinematically where he was running through the forest, like looking around, trying to find someone. And that's how it was with this. And she was the one who was trying to sacrifice him, kill him.
Yeah, exactly.
And then when he stopped her, she kept flickering between the black cross and the white cross on her forehead, and then took her own and used herself as the sacrifice. However, that also flickered where she used herself as the sacrifice with the white cross, but when she had the black cross, she was holding a wound, reaching out as someone else had stabbed her. So it was that back and forth.
Totally, right.
And it's those two stories that I think is traitor or savior that is still playing through, and that flicker.
And real quick on that, because what I asked on Priest was like, does he get hung in the book of Judas, or like how does all this work out? And then for me, I was like, oh, does he get killed then from someone else killing Judas? He doesn't go and like hang himself, and then he is then used as like, oh, he committed suicide, or whatever way that they blend it. So it was showing that other approach there. So that's why I was taking it such a different way than you, and how much this song can be interpreted in so many different ways. It's so incredible, and it was so heavy yet calming and soothing with that amazing
the choir.
I want to know the whole band more now too, like Klaus and the whole rest of them.
Yeah, it was Nick and Klaus and Pi.
Yeah,
and
well done.
I can't remember the other person's name.
And they'll let us know, but because Chris is always so front, I this type of experience makes me want to see them more, because of how much they all commit to whatever message they're trying to put out.
Absolutely.
That's something we also learned from Chris, is when there's an idea and someone has it, they want to go all in with this idea to fully put it out, and for them to fully think about this not different approach, because these books have always been here, but another interpretation.
Absolutely.
That a lot of people, even at least from the West, have not heard about it, like the Book of Judas and all these different type of thoughts, right?
I have. It's so funny that you say that, because I have brought up like the Book of Thomas is one of the ones that I've brought up a lot, and to other people who I've known within churches, youth pastors, etc., so forth, and they don't even know they exist.
Exactly.
And it's so crazy how many of these Christians don't even know the history and don't even know what's in their own book, because they don't even read it. They don't even read it. They don't search out. They just take the face value of what, the 5 verses that everyone knows type of idea.
Still just listen to their priest.
Still just listen to the guy at the altar, but then don't question what is being said at the podium, but at the podium, they don't even question it. So many of these people are sitting in the pews and not questioning the agenda of the individual that's up front. I've been to so many different churches that are all reading the same book, but giving different messages.
Right.
So it's crazy.
Well, because you can interpret everything so differently, right? Like, that's why I never thought of Judas being a savior until this moment came to me, because there's so many times where for instance, if there's an animal that's really, really hurt and it needs to die, it takes someone doing something pretty terrifying to then save its pain.
I understand what you mean with that. Yeah.
So then there's different ways, obviously, to interpret it. Is he the savior? Is he a traitor for now hurting an animal because he killed it at the end of the day?
Absolutely. We've had to come across that a lot on the farm where, you know, an animal is so injured. It's like, well, we can't save it, so we have to put it out of its misery.
Yeah, and that's sad, but sometimes things need to be done, and that's what Judas was saying. It's like, I was born to do this, so like, don't come and make me the scapegoat now.
Absolutely.
And that's why they're saying, if you make me the scapegoat, you don't know what you're doing, and you don't know how you're going to be trapped by if you do that. And that's kind of the thing, the message I think that they're trying to get across here is to not be trapped into whatever they're saying, because a lot of things in the Gospels were added later anyways too, so we don't even know what the full story was from the beginning anyways, because they keep adding stuff. So this was a lot of fun to dissect. This is probably my favorite music genre that they do, because I love my heaviness, so this definitely makes me want to go into Judas Hella.
Hella. This is so cool, the way they put this together and how they've made the story so interpretable. I don't know if that's a word, but everyone can really interpret it its own way. Art. This is real art, and I can't wait to see what comes next down the rabbit hole around this style.
Thank you so much, Ellendale, and thank you so much, Losties, for being here. If you had a good time, make sure to hit that like button on your way out, and go to Lord of the Losses channel if you have not supported them yet, and hit that subscribe button. We are now exiting the rabbit hole, folks.
Thank you so much, Ellendale, for bringing this down. Peace and love, everyone.
God bless y'all.
Take care, and bye for now.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Enter the Chronicness.
Special thanks to all of our YouTube, Patreon, and Buy Me a Coffee members. Thank you for all of your support.
Thank you so much for making it all the way to the very end of the video. And if you have not yet done this, here's an easy way to subscribe to our channel. And if you want to subscribe to the artist that you just heard, here's an easy way to do that as well.
And if you are also interested in finding a video that you might like, just click here. Thank you so much for coming to the channel. Peace and love, everyone.
God bless y'all.
Take care. Bye for now.